to fight against Leaf and wins it in the end.
Jeez, it threw the flash too.
I'm posted on it. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Let's win.
25. We have our map veto laid out, and we start on Haven.
But that map would end up going, that it would end up favoring G2. That wasn't the case.
Austin is going to be so proactive in fighting for space, especially around A lobby.
Like the Des has been mentioning, it's G2 that are starting first.
They have focused heavily towards that C side. They're getting into sight right away here to try and beat G2 at their own game. Smokes go down, delay goes out, and this lurk towards mid is going to be the kingpin here for G2. Swings from the rest of the team, but the lurk behind could pincer G2 just in time.
Second lurk. You have to delay now for G2. Line slows the triple flank, and now it's a triple flank back from G2's side.
The ring around the rosy continues. G2's going to be in position. They're looking, and all they see is Jonah P. How can it be? But EU finds 3 off on the wing in cryo.
The G2 were going for that big flank, and look at EU's position.
Yeah, once they were in sight, they pushed into C as quick as they could, and then they were confident to push into A as quick as they could, and only seeing Jonah, I do think G2 are going to be able to kind of have a breath of fresh air that they may not getting lurked on as much, but we'll have to see if
they do so on the defensive side with this triple push.
It's very passive except for this push. And if they can't protect each other, nobody's pushing. And this 3-ball here is going to be able to do enough damage. A little bit to Cryo, but he'll still try to push forward here with the Spectre for now.
Holding that wall so they could double swing and take down Cryo. They know B's open, and they go for the plan into B and play the pulse plant.
They leave it, shock darts out.
It gives more time here for Trent to get those salvos back up in the pulse plant.
Oh, just off. It does take the headshot through as Boostio and EU come up strong on this one. Trent and the Stinger. Trent and a Stinger.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be again.
Salvos are up.
He throws them out. Half is already there. It's going to be the push from Boostio here. They're both very low at health, and Trent's going to get the clutch. Control's been favored here the past few rounds. Lee's going to find one, but the swing's going to be there. Actually keeps the crosshair perfectly placed for another frag as Valen is there for a bit of safety. 100 Thieves save some weapons. They should have a decent amount of money to get some buys through here. If not, we see some Guardians, but these kind of plays that G2 does will take out your 3, will stop your entire mid-round protocol. No. They know, but the angle almost was not there in time. The team on the left side, do they take this? They're going to have to focus it. This is really just to displace the team that's in A for now. They know they're not going to get too many kills on it, but 100 Thieves is staying right in the sight, ready to fight. Valen forced back through, gets down EU as he tries to jump in. And yeah, they should have pretty good looks coming in from the side. 100 Thieves, but Trent's going to be able to be the one to do it. The 3K again from him. Give him the smokes, give him the angles and the first bloods. As this push has to happen, but they still can't even come up with a combo kill on that. 100 Thieves are having a bit of trouble getting this successfully tagged down on the members of G2, and G2 again run through a site.
Flash that comes across now, it's just them staying put. Just utilize the Teo utility and force now 100 Thieves to push forward right into the crosshair placement.
These continue to lose the first one and then cannot convert the 4v5. Who will do it again? Valen with another first blood, but he gets traded out. And now they even up the numbers a little sooner on the round. Will it be enough as the hit continues still towards A? Cryo says yes. EU rings true with another shot onto Jonah P here as the kill contract. Who's going to sign off on this one? And it is going to be Leaf. Cryo's not having a day inside that, but EU with 4 capitalizes on the round.
Greets him, and EU's now at the top of the chart, 16-6 for 100 Thieves. And it gives them a chance to work their attack side now. Pop the push, move it in.
That's one kill from Asuna. Oh, they're just looking at each other, taking Polaroids before the fight. It's going to be enough. The Stinger clip isn't there, but the Ghost isn't. Trent stays. He's going to dodge one, and he can't get it almost decisively. 2 headshots. He dinks Xander, but he had the armor. Oh, they split. And it doesn't matter. Vans. This is going to be tight. Xander's got low health. Boostio's going to go down right away. Xander with just the Stinger. Will he be able to close the distance on one just so he can play towards the other? Put you further away on either play. And yeah, it's going to be too tough. Valen comes around the corner.
The Ghosts win that fight against Cryo. First off with that one onto Asta. But look at that right here. Runs out of bullets, still gets this pick. and then dinks one before he falls
Dink.
while avoiding the Omen Paranoia.
Speed things up as you see the rotations coming now from the defense, a little bit more forward to the site. Xander just on the other side, and he gets insta-smoked by Valen. What are these plays coming from the IGL here on the first map? Jogamo on the trade. All the members of G2 still doing what they need to make sure the site can be anchored. The guy is the movement master.
Boostio committed to this one, though, so let's see what happens now. A 1v1 isolating towards the grass.
Tough actually almost got modeled there for a second. Pulls back in with the wide swing. He's gonna have a hot foot here, and they know where he's coming from.
No choice now for 100 Thieves sides to commit to this.
Oh, that's EU stuck. Easy check. And another one. They're all actually set up for util here. The timing is very abrupt as G2 try to scream on through. One last one onto Boostio, who's still trying to get that lurk. The shot from Valen. Who else would it be? The IGL to find the lurk around the map. And G2 will swiftly take down 100 Thieves on Haven.
A masterclass from G2 on Haven to kick things off in the series. Elimination now for 100 Thieves, and they only have one, maybe two, if they're able to bring this over to the across the finish line for the second map being split. But overall, to focus on Haven, you're thinking that with the composition coming out from 100 Thieves' side, it was them that was going to dictate the pace.
Yeah, see it happen.
Yeah, but I don't want to throw a stick in the wheel here and be a party pooper. Victories against EG and NRG in playoffs, but now you're playing against the #1 seed of Omega. Those drone up towards the side of A so that you pull the rotate away from B. Xander's stuck alone inside the B site.
You got the safety, but how safe is it? The team drops in. They waterfall off of heaven to give each other the support that they need. This is exactly how you need to retaliate.
Information on the third as Boostio dropped.
They're trying to create a crossfire between the backside of the column. That's one. It's going to be Trent now in the clutch. One right click. He could have it again. It's just going to be the flick. It's just going to be the flick. He jumps. He looks. And Cryo delivers the same medicine.
And who was about to go into another clutch round. And that probably would have cut all the wins under the momentum, under the sails of what 100 Thieves has in terms of hope to fight back in the second map.
Being played for a moment here, and yeah, you're right on the dimensional drift. It's going to start accessing the site as drone goes down towards the bottom. There's two on screens, just straight up peeking a lobby. All right, into the site. That Boostio firing just to the left and right, drawing a perfect picture of Jogamo on the wall, apparently.
Be on Asuna.
Can they protect it?
Showstopper is back.
Oh, the answer is no to that question. This round, a possible ace in his eyes. If you can find two more, Trent should get the side of Xander here. That's a quick shot.
That could have been something that, again, could have snowballed here for the side of 100 Thieves on their defensive side, but thankfully Jogamo's their hero play going through all of that.
Through before he got out, I think, on from the shadows there. And now they're kind of pinned in here to A, and 100 Thieves have made a very fast rotation, but Asuna was not ready for jog in mid. Coming through, G2 lead pushed up so far again. The flash comes through over the shoulder. And Xander answers back though. They've been able to collect a few. He is still pinched in this position. Valen just limping to the left, trying to draw the fight. He knows it's there. The jump to stay alive as Leaf makes himself known in that fight, and 4 in a row now.
Hold that thought. G2's already moving aggressively towards the safe site.
Armageddon, Boostio doesn't have very much more to stand in right now. That is a safe spot as Asuna takes down Jog. Still a lot of chaos in sight as they fire through the smokes, but you can see all the members still towards A main now. Oh, full P? That slows behind them. Oh, the timing. It just seems like G2 has all the timing on this split matchup so far. Boostio! Boostio with 3!
And he takes G2 for a walk.
That's slow. He was pushing through. It's just one of those, just give me the moment, give me the moment. And you give Boostio the moment, and he finds it. Also almost rips out his in-ears when he stands up too. Yep.
The lurk coming through from Jonah P towards middle soft.
Hello.
Oh no. This should be a guaranteed round unless Xander goes nuclear.
He has to. Can he have a moment again? Stunned up. Oh, the shot just to the right of Jogamo as they beautifully play off that util. And now it's Boostio again. Like you said, been playing the fault lines from across the map in there, stopping this streak. Crazy stuff so far. Oh my gosh. I mean, Boostio had his, right? Everybody's getting a little bit of that limelight, a little bit of that transfer power here today.
that off. It'll get droned out.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned last
Not
round.
being droned out. Easy kill.
Oh, they went down low with it. He takes that window. Actually opens up Cryo with the operator on it. Cosmic Divide is going to give him a second thought here on how he wants to get the peek in. So he's going to have to wait, but he still kneecaps EU to take him down. The post plan's gone for 100 Thieves. The pre-plan's gone as the spike just goes down. They don't have much more to work with. Oh, Boostio answers on the leave. This is crazy! Jogamo with a quick scope onto Xander. No scope, honestly. Trent gets one down as well.
You already see it. The first jiggle out from Cryo. The re-swing to get the kill onto EU so that EU cannot play the salvos in the post plant. He on top of that gets a dimensional drift. This time no accident. Gets all that info. And the no scope onto Xander was huge. Countered out by the Rolling Thunder. And that wastes enough time now for EU to just hide behind and get the salvos up.
Gets through a nice fault line. Leaf tries to jump around the corner, looking up to the top. Yes, right back to it. The smoke's gonna come out in just a second for Valen here. He's gonna try to throw that down and get this sorted out for himself. He's gonna have to stick on it at this point. He has it if he can stick it, but it's not gonna be enough for you. Jumps into the smoke. And they get Leaf around. Is there an orb for him? Is there something, maybe even a plant? They can get his hit to deny things. And there it is. Oh, he wants it, but there's not gonna be enough time. He still goes for the fight with Jonah P just over his shoulder. EU. The sliver shots coming from both players as the concuss goes in, and it's not going to be enough. Leaf sidesteps, and G2 grab an 8th round.
And he didn't pull out that pit because you don't want to block the vision that they've already gained on that rotate. They can play that high-low. They can fight against EU. They can fight against all the players trying to move into the B site.
G2 Stinger, god damn.
All right, the Armageddon is obviously going to push Jogamo out, but what's his safety? Where's the play going to go here? Just makes it out. Almost a quick shot too, and G2 are dropping 100 Thieves left and right. They knew exactly where to shoot and exactly where to look.
That's all he has. He just got spotted, I think, by Valen, who's closing that gap. The weapon's not even saved.
Showstopper is going to start doing just that. Trent wants to run in, and that's going to be the first kill around here, the 5v4 situation. But is it ready for Jogamo? They muzzle him for a moment. Out here, a great setup by 100 Thieves, all pushed up to the front side of the site. Leaf with 2! A third, no. Asuna with the shorty is going to be able to answer, going to be able to capitalize as Cryo ends the round. And ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime. Oh, they get hit back. That's going to be Trent actually dislodged from the team as EU takes him down. First.
Jonah's out in the open, 39 HP.
Oh,
Big flash.
Can't turn it. Team's not there to help as well as Jogamo's just behind a smoke. That no util for them really to use on this take. Asuna starts him off right. Xander with another one, and that's going to be the round. 100 Thieves stay alive in the series, in the playoffs, and we're going to a map 3.
A 3 versus 5 that G2 could not even get the right util to try to flood back into the sites. The one-way smoke that was supposed to be towards the orange side was missed.
To the final map of this best of 3 series. And you're seeing the agents.
Pearl. But, as Asuna mentioned in a post-game interview when it won against Energy.
Oh man, just on the other side. Oh, the change in elevation catches Cryo off guard there, and he can't get the crosshair leveled out. Wow. Jonah's gonna answer back onto Boostio, but not before he can get one.
The position from Trent is not playing on the top of the B side, he's playing backside instead. Ooh. Denied once again.
The sidestep from Asuna, EU, it's enough from him as well, but Leaf still alive, finds one, back into the smoke, knows the defuse, it has to be stopped on this, finds a second one. Really fast, but you still have Asuna present, trying to get the fight and trying to be the forefront of this hit as Armageddon goes right across the feet of 100 Thieves, so does Leaf and Jogamo. And this could be EU trying to get back into the site now.
With the Yoru clone coming out. The Leaf switches out here to the Phantom. Beautiful shot onto Leaf.
Inside the salvo as well, getting the dimensional drift here, and they start to source the rest of the players right on me. Left. Just shoot through me is basically the call right now for Cryo as he figures it out. Oh, he also made you look.
To swing out and get the opening kill onto Jogamo, who's been a nuisance in the entries. 400 Thieves to hold. I mean, where Cryo's currently waiting with the op.
There it is. This push-up you talked about from the other round coming out of that timeout that Zix had there. All right, Giacomo's got space. They don't know where he's actually gotten to with this dimensional drift. Could be a little bit sketchy, and he still wants to push, playing just on the doorstep of this Cosmic Divide. Sees one who expects the Giacomo right up in your face.
Here comes a defensive Cosmic Divide.
Oh, Judge laying down the verdict. Asuna comes through strong. The operator's there. Cryo in a very tough spot to make this work. And it is going to be one shot for him. Sorted. Leaf one, Leaf two, almost gets the reset, but it's going to be Xander
To fight against Leaf and wins it in the end.
Jeez, it threw the flash too.
I'm posted on it. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Let's win.
Ready, held back, Giacomo on that back alley elbow area. And this is going to be a tough retake here. Maybe a few shots can go through, but G2 look to clean this up. And we're now encroaching fully into the spawn side of 100 Thieves to end this round. Leaf with the first one, and now the dominoes start to fall here as G2 clean it up. They swarm 100 Thieves.
Been gun scenarios, it has been 100 Thieves not needing.
I'll have what I
Haven't been. What is he doing?
You gotta use his prowess.
Oh, full art. There's an art show coming out from G2 here on their second round.
That's Phantom picked up by Leaf.
Cryo hits one, Cryo hits two, but they are trying to pressure in to get this Guardian down, and it's gonna be Valen taking out another one, a 2v1 out of this situation, but Boostio is there to shut it all down.
You kept one player back, just preventing the push coming out from G2 from Art. It's only Leaf alone inside the streets. You want to try to come back and fight and trade in that spot, salvage the weapon back in your favor.
To play for his life and play for some damage. One, almost a second one, but the swing and squat coming in.
Pin inside the site. So slowly but surely, you're seeing the pincer maneuver coming in from all angles towards the spawn.
They feel like going a little bit closer is what's going to give them the info they want. Well, they know where Trent is, and he's usually alone, so we actually see them peeling off to go back to site to find out where the rest of the G2 members are. And it's a tell. Xander knows he's killed the flank, and 100 Thieves can now lock down on the priority target. Jonah P, 2 shots left in the Sheriff, and he just needs one. Xander's got the Vandal ready. And caught up, that's the shot he needed.
And Trent needed to win that fight on the 1v1 against Xander. You saw what happened towards the end. He stays alive, plays both stars. It would have been a different story because Jonah P let in some beautiful shots. And now you have inserted players on late lurks. EU might be the backstab that will kill G2.
They're checking the site. They know they have a bit of time. Oh, there it is. EU gets Leaf, and now they have to worry about where that lurker is going to be. Come through. They're just trying to create chaos on 100 Thieves when they need structure. They have this round without spamming into the smoke. Why do it? A huge hit. That's gonna be that is it. The haunt catches. They get the marks. Asuna files the last 2 away. Could get a kill there and was seen by the drone. Delays that rotation from G2 that much more. Like you said, the wall, not knowing the rotation. G2 almost played against themselves on that round, honestly, and it's going to be a timeout.
There's no util for G2 to find information through these smokes, though. They have to be now timing for the retake.
Nobody can be in those hot spam spots. Get yourself behind a wall and try to hide. Valen quickly swinging out of the smokes, able to get one. The battle star for a smoke and a defuse to come up on both sides. As he now puts up the A main one. Early spam from Boostio is retaliated by Giacomo, and it's not going to be enough. This is a tie game now for G2. Through as well. Too close as Giacomo. His shoulder peeks through, but Leaf's able to capitalize on 2 kills. Cryo has to do so much work here. He's going to delay. Gives himself a gate crash to get a bit of a fake out here. A shot. Does he know the HP? He doesn't even care. It's a headshot.
But again in the lower brackets, 26 and 18. Staying calm under the pressure. When the wall came down in, G2 was looking so good for the retake.
Just yet, Molly goes up top. It's going to be a dimensional drift that nobody sees that for the moment. Oh, Trent! Jonah P are going to activate on both Boostio and Asuna. Not looking good for 100 Thieves. Giacomo is ready to activate from the back of the site as Valen gets 2, and this is looking like an overtime Pearl matchup. And now they hide from him. They're like, you know what? Let's not. Okay, gets the spam through. That's the shot they needed.
Cool. HP is slowly going down, trying to avoid everything, and Valen punishes him.
Runs through. Valen runs into the site. The controller on G2's side. Yo, Boostio's going to be able to grab 3, though. What is this from the IGL? Boostio continuing to run in with Xander. The whole team's moving as a pack, just like you said they needed to do. Just to play
You're
through.
running across a one-way. Crossfire is being set up. Not gonna happen.
Relief. Never happened, right?
Never
Reset.
happened.
You're good. You're good. We can forget about that round, at least if you're Cryo.
Jeez.
Damn!
That's twice now that Bustio in this BO3 is able to do a beautiful spray transfer to get a triple kill.
The 1-for-1 now. It's Valen taking a bit of damage. They figured out where he is, and it's pretty much the same setup that 100 Thieves has, so they need to uproot him from this, and they do, Vans.
Paladin try to stall, Paladin try to find information. Trent with salvos. Now spotted. Here comes the hit.
Though, the fake TP to get rid of that gate crash.
Trent shot it. Didn't want to keep it inside the site.
Oh, they're letting him get half. It's getting risky, though. It's getting very risky, though. That's going to be the shot. Trent hits it. They shut down the heist. G2 eliminate 100 Thieves, and they'll move on in playoffs.
It had to come down to Trent on a 1v1 to get that final kill. It was labored, but G2 is able to move on.
Pushed to the limit in these final games here. You are seeing G2 be tested, and it was one hell of a day for the squad to be able to pull out these rounds after the timeouts. Josh RT and squad really having a pivotal hand in why these rounds were changing for the side of G2.